So recently, I've been brushing up on some of my horror movies, and I finally had a chance to watch the first 1974 Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is actually based on a true story, which I actually didn't know at first. So the story follows this group of friends, and I think a brother and a sister, and they go to some location back home, and they kind of go to reminisce or something like that, go visit the place. Well, one of the friends is bound by a wheelchair, and he's kind of being pushed off to the side because the other four have workable legs. So he's kind of the odd man out. Well, we see that one of the couples wanders into somebody's house, which, first of all, don't be wandering into people's houses. They'll kill you. One of the guys who walks in, he slips on something and then looks up, and there's Leatherface. It's the creepiest thing. Now, for me, I haven't seen this movie, so this was all fresh and new to me, and it was kind of cool. One thing I will say about this movie is that it did have that horror element to it. It had a ton of anxiety. It really put you on the edge of your seat. And the whole time I was just shaking my head at these guys, and I was like, are you kidding me? There are some really dumb decisions that these people were making. It's something you can watch today and appreciate that. It really set the tone for a lot of the horror genre today as far as slasher films go. So getting back to the guy who slipped and Leatherface jumps right in front of him, obviously he beats him over the head with a hammer, which was pretty disturbing to say the least, because it was very visual with that. And so he grabs him, he drags his body to wherever he was gonna, have himself a man-witch. Well, this guy's girlfriend follows not too far behind him, and instead of looking and calling him a little bit more for help to see where he's at, she decides she's just gonna walk right into the house. Stupidest thing ever. Well, she slips and she falls into one of the rooms, and there's bones everywhere. This guy makes a hobby of collecting people's bones. Well, she gets up and she's screaming and yelling, and instead of running out of the house like she should have, she goes and she stumbles upon, Mr. Leatherface there. I find this movie so funny because it has the epitome of like stupid decision making. And I want to give them a handicap because, hey, maybe they're high on something, or maybe they're just really, really dumb. But I came to the conclusion that they were completely sober and they just didn't know anything. So they were just really, really dumb. Anyway, long story short, everyone pretty much gets killed except for one girl. Typical horror movie. Well, we meet the father and the brother of this killer. And I honestly thought they were creepier than the actual guy who was killing people. They had this one scene that just totally grossed me out. I was like shaking in my skin and just so uncomfortable. They had this scene where they prick her finger to give the grandpa, who first of all has got somebody else's skin on him, and they stick her finger inside of his mouth, and he just starts like sucking on it like a bottle. Grossest thing I've ever seen. Anyway, this film was a trippy watch. It was fun, but I don't think I'll watch it anytime soon again. Anyway, thank you guys for sticking around. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. More of like a really retro review, actually. Have you seen the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre? If not, it's okay, but maybe you should. Maybe next Halloween. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and follow me on the various social media sites. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you in the next video.